What do you think about Taiwan?
Taiwan is great. I love the people. I love.
Taiwan is an amazing country. It has amazing nature, amazing people. The food is very good. That too. It's different to I think different Asian countries like I don't know Thailand, Indonesia. It's pretty different. But the history of Taiwan is pretty spectacular. So yeah, I really love it here.
Where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Italy. Taiwan is great. It's been my first time in Asia, and it's very like what I was looking for.
Honestly, like this is the furthest I've been east, so I would say Taiwan is actually really great. Once you don't like look up anything about it and you just take that leap of faith, you get to see many wonders that you would probably like see online and stuff like that. And then when you actually see it in person, it's like Asian culture is so vast and so diverse. You're like, wow.
At the beginning, it looked very like Western, but then I started like going to small towns and like Hualien, and especially in Jufen, like where they have the old ladies that are like still in town and that's like living in the city. It's not just tourists.
What do you know about the history?
I think a lot actually.
What's like one of the more interesting things that you know? I love history too.
Yeah, I would say it's very interesting that like Taiwan was first like occupied by Netherlands people, then they went out, so then the Japanese put the colony in here. That's why a lot of Taiwanese people know the Japanese language. And like after the Second World War, when Japan lost, the KMT Kuomintang with Chiang Kai-shek went over. And they also, I mean, Chiang Kai-shek's pretty interesting, but they also declined the people to speak Japanese. So they only said, no, that's now is the new China, the China they believed in. So they built it completely around and built like the China they believed it to be. And I think it's pretty amazing right now.
What has been your like favorite thing about Taiwan on your visit here?
There are a few things. Yeah, the first one is people. I like the food. I kind of like the vibes. I like the city, and it looks much more similar to Europe than how I expected.
So you think the values in Taiwan are similar to Europe more than the U.S.?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about family values, so depending on like how they grow up and how they value, but the way they value family, the way they value money, the way they value their time, the way they value being kind and being social. It's more similar between Europe and I think Taiwan than how I find in the US.
That's super interesting, actually.
Honestly, like when you leave your building, your hotel, whatever, like it's a different adventure every day. Like completely different story. Like wildest things will happen to you. 1 minute you're having beef noodles, next minute you're all the way in Taichung having soju with a Korean you just met like 2 seconds ago.
What's your favorite part about Taiwan?
Yesterday I went to Taroko,
did you?
Taroko National Park, and it's spectacular. Like for example, I would say it's top 3 places I've ever been. And I traveled a lot, I would say, but like top 3 places I've ever been for sure.
Dude.
So you should visit Taroko.
No, I've been in Taroko like 5 times already.
It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful.
I was actually saying, because like I'm from America and like people know America for like the amazing national parks that we have.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, I think Taroko is like, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life.
It really is. It's spectacular. Yeah, it really is.
I don't know if Taiwanese people know like how amazing that place is, or like how beautiful this place is in general. Because you know when you live somewhere, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, I think they're very kind and they're very shy, so they underestimate their country a lot. So every time I talk to Taiwanese people, they're like, "Oh, Germany is way bigger." So I'm from Germany. They say, "Oh, it's way cooler, nature's way beautiful." And I was like, "No, you gotta really value your country. It's amazing. Like it's a really interesting island, I would say."
What have you learned about like Taiwan that you think is like super interesting?
Honestly, well, I met some of the Aboriginals and they basically like opened my mind to like how there are different tribes and ethnic groups in Taiwan. So even though there's Taiwan, there's a Native American, well, not the native Taiwanese.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did not know like there were like natives. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I got to meet some native people as well, and like what I realized is like their culture is very similar to like they remind me of like Polynesians. I like the people that travel through like the islands
I
of Asia.
have Polynesians in my class, yeah.
Yeah. So like to me, like the culture seemed like very similar to like Polynesian culture. Like maybe like they migrated here. I don't know how long ago, but I mean I thought it was amazing.
That's another something to look at. You have to do the history, do the research. That's another adventure.
Well, hopefully, like, you can help them understand how amazing it is.
Yeah, I'm actually trying, but I heard like many Taiwanese people when I tell them I'm gonna go there, they were like, "Oh, I never been there." I say, "Yeah, come with me. Come, let's explore your country."
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know how like easy it is to just like when you live somewhere you don't even travel around
yeah.
because you take it for granted, right?
Yeah, you've just been raised like this, you know everything. It's like nothing spectacular. But I think it's also the same when people come to Germany, they say, "Oh, it's so beautiful." And I would say like, "Yeah, I don't know." People from the ocean, they love the mountains. People from the mountains, they love the ocean. It's every time it's like this.
Do you have an example about how people have been welcoming since you've been to Taiwan?
Yeah, like 2 examples. Like I was yesterday at a festival. I just met a few people. I just met yesterday evening, and they brought me to see their old teacher because they were saying like they were going to say hi to their old teacher, and they were like super kind. They gave me this old teacher never seen me before, and he gave me gifts. He was like, was very very kind. He was very interesting in knowing me, and he gave me some tweets from Tokyo, and I was like, oh, he doesn't even know me. I just because I saw me that I was from Italy, and probably doesn't see so many people.
Yeah. I think that's super nice that like you can come somewhere and like people treat you as if like they've known you. You know what I mean? It's super nice, especially when you're like far away from home, to like get that kind of hospitality. And yeah, I think I felt the same thing while I've been here in Taiwan as well. Like, yeah, I've definitely had a few instances. People sharing food, or recently, like my friend, I was training triathlon with him, and he let me stay at his house. And I mean, that was so nice because I've been traveling for so long. So.
And they were bringing me around the city, and they were showing me stuff, even if it was late evening, and they wanted me to eat the food, their favorites, fried chicken, their favorite food. Even if maybe they met me like an hour before, because they were like super happy that I came here to Taiwan to visit their culture.
What's your favorite food in Taiwan?
Taiwan, probably either dumplings or noodles.
Is there anything else you like perspective that you could give us being like a student here?
I would say Taiwan school is it's, for example, I'm studying at the NTU, so like National Taiwan University, which is like the best school.
Oh, I've
here.
heard of it, okay.
And it's like the complex of the university is way better than we have it in Germany. So I think like Taiwan is like a very like futurist space. So you can really go there, you can enjoy it, and they're better than they think. I think it's about everything here. They think they're like not as good as maybe Western European countries, but they are. Yeah, but they just have to understand it. I think it's about that. Yeah.
All right, Taiwanese people, you need to understand how great your country is.
Yeah, you really need to do it.
Because we're from Western countries and we think this place is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And go to Taroko.
Wait, what year did the Netherlands occupy Taiwan? I actually didn't know that.
No, actually they did, but it was like, I don't know, 1700 kind of. That's also, I think, where the name Formosa comes off.
Mosa?
Formosa, yeah. I think it's
Formosa.
another name for Taiwan, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a history buff then, huh?
I just read a book.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know much about Taiwan, but
Yeah.
since I've been here, I feel more connected to the place, so learning about the history is more like interesting now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Tell me again, where are you guys from?
I am from Malaysia.
Yeah, same Malaysia.
And what do you guys think about Taiwan?
Not bad, not bad. It's not what I expected lah.
What did you expect?
I expect, because
He expect more girls here, but then he
no.
can't get.
There's a lot of girls here.
No, I thought it's my assumption was it's not a very developed country,
Oh.
So I expected something like maybe Thailand,
Yeah.
But I see it looks even better than my own country.
Right? I know. Yeah, it's very it's like futuristic here
Yeah,
almost, right?
yeah.
Like there's like automatic doors.
Yeah.
Like in America, we don't really have those.
You sure? Even the public toilets are like Japanese style.
Oh, they spray you in the butt?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, honestly, like Taiwan, like the sites, the areas are different. I'm still exploring. Like I just recently got out of the city, went to Keelong, I call Keelung the rainy city because it's always raining. And then you go to Tam Sway, like Tam Sway Old Street, there's so much that you have to see. And then going down to Kaohsiung, Kending, the beaches, the rock formations, like it's just an island with so much. It's like its own little planet.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Now, since you've been here, like, what's your favorite part that you noticed so far?
Favorite part?
Their shopping malls.
Oh, the shopping.
Their Nike brands are cool. Nike shoes are definitely cool.
Oh yeah, they
A
have
lot of
Nike
options,
stores all
a lot
over.
of options.
Yeah.
And then some of the food still not really good because we are more to Indian style, right?
Oh.
How about you, bro?
For me, food is not an issue. You put me anywhere in the world, I can eat any food. So
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
for me, it's not quite good. The food, the street food is not to say exotic, but it's something different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's also for clothing, there's a lot of options. Like you see all around us, there are shoes here, there are
That's true.
clothes there.
I know you can get like whatever you
Yeah,
want. That's
yeah.
actually why I came here. Well, one of the reasons because you can't get all this stuff in like
Yeah.
Vietnam, Thailand.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just can't. So Taiwan is definitely good for that.
Yeah.